Hello, and welcome to Monday Makeup Live. Hey, oh, Adrian, you're here. I have a really horrible headache today. I don't even feel like doing makeup. I can barely keep my eyes open. I woke up with the worst, like, migraine type of headache, and I've been trying to get rid of it all day, and it is not going away. So, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything dramatic or crazy today because I just don't even know how much I can keep my eyes open. If you could tell, I can barely keep my eyes open because my head hurts so bad. And the light is really bright in here. And I was just going to reschedule this. And I said, no, suck it up, Buttercup, because I'm trying to just keep uploading no matter what. And I don't know why. I mean, it's not like YouTube is pushing anyone small's channels anymore. I just watched a couple of very concerning videos this morning. I'm drinking a Coke because I'm trying to get rid of this headache. I tried coffee. I'm drinking a Coke now. I did eat something. Nothing is working. It went away for a minute and now it's back. And I think as soon as I'm done with this quick little live stream, I'm probably just going to go and lay down and try to take a nap and sleep it off. I have no idea why I have a headache, though. It's weird. I shouldn't. So I was watching these videos this morning, and they were about, like, changes to YouTube in 2026 and things you need to know and stuff like that, right? Oh my God. It's so depressing. I'm going to push this up and this out of the way. It's so depressing. It makes you just go like, what? I think what's upsetting about it is, like, after doing this for so many years, and it's not just me. I was reading the comments and people were like, this is what I put 5 to 10 years of my life into, and now this is what they're doing to us. It's just ridiculous. I have to do this to my comments. Lay down ice pack. Oh my God, an ice pack sounds horrible. It sounds painful, right? It's freezing here. It's like -6. There is no way I'm putting anything cold on myself. I would rather suffer with a headache. But thank you for the suggestion. So it's really depressing because it's like they're talking about how they're pushing shorts, right? Oh, by the way, I'm using this Merit again because I really want to try this properly. I actually put the Bobbi Brown base on. I can't even do anything right now because I'm like, ooh, not going to be. I'm just going to let things fall over, and I don't care. So I was watching a couple of channels, and they were talking about, changes coming to YouTube or blah, 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 whatever. And the thing that they've been doing is, it's like they can't decide. I mean, they kind of decided, but like, oh, are we going to push long form or are we going to push shorts? Okay, here's the thing. This video had a good point. They said YouTube doesn't make money on shorts as much. They're only pushing it to try to get people over from like Instagram Reels and TikToks, right? But for one thing, I found out you make only like 10% or something. You make less if you're a shorts creator. So say you're just creating shorts on YouTube. You are making less money, fairly so, because you're making like these little 3-minute max videos, while somebody like me is like doing this for hours and hours and hours. And I honestly think we should make more for the effort we put in, but we don't. Wow, this is really nice. I mean, that was like effortless. I need effortless today. Let's call this makeup when you have a headache and you don't want to do too much. So YouTube makes more money on long form, but they're pushing short form because it's popular. So they said they're like shooting themselves in the foot, pushing short form when they don't make as much money on it. But they want people to do long form because it makes more money, because you can roll more ads, right? You can maybe have one ad before a short plays, or one ad after. Speaking of, did an ad just pop up? Oh my God. An ad just popped up on my own stream. And speaking of ads, so what, I don't know. I might link the videos I watched in the description of this. So if you do YouTube and you want to see, like, why am I putting my, oh my God, you can tell I'm like really out of it. I'm putting my highlighter on before my blush. Woo. Okay, let's do this blush. I'm doing all the Merit again. So this set is called 5-minute makeup. Now, normally on Monday, I do the, something big just flew by. I think it was a turkey. Normally on Monday, I would do the dramatic side and the normie side. I don't think I can do it today. I have a headache. I can't be that creative today. So we're just going to do some makeup with Merit. And I'm going to do a combination of kind of like an, should I call it everyday goth? I don't know. Maybe we'll call it everyday goth or office goth, or why did I put this blush way up my cheekbone goth? That's a huge mistake. Don't do your makeup when you have a really bad headache. It comes out badly. My blush is getting all blotchy because I kind of blotched it all over the place. We'll do a little blush on my nose. Give me a little more color because I look better on this camera, honestly. In person, I am really pale right now. I'm pretty pale. Okay, let's do, that's a little better. Why am I doing my face first? Because I know I'm going to get fallout from hell from this palette that I'm using. Hi, Sylvia. No, I'm not going to go lay down. I'm going to suffer through this, damn it. I'm going to suffer through this because I want to talk about these videos I watched where YouTube is, pulling some shit. It just makes me really mad. There was a thing, one of the videos I watched said that an average, in each quarter last year, an average, they killed 12 million channels on YouTube last year. Okay. 12 million channels disappeared off YouTube last year. I was like, how is that possible? How are 12 million people not like freaking out or whatever? Why are we not hearing more about this? Well, it turns out that the 12 million channels were mostly AI generated slop. So they were like slop tube channels, and they really weren't doing anything. And they weren't even like people. They were just completely fake generated channels. But, however, in the great purge of slop channels and YouTube channels that aren't real, or whatever you want to say, a lot of real people got swept up in the mix. And it was interesting because they were talking about several creators. This one guy had like 600,000 followers, and they obliterated his channel. They saw it as not a real channel. You know why? Because they're letting AI do their house cleaning for them. So basically they let AI find the fake channels, and yeah, so that happened. The other reason I wanted to do this is there's something I really, really want to talk about that was in this video that was so disturbing and dystopian and crazy. And I don't know, I think I'm the only, first and only person that I know who's going to be talking about this. And hold on, I need an eyebrow pencil. I'm just going to grab this Fenty. I'm debating if I want to do the Merit Brown Black, but I think I want to do some eyebrow pencil too. I'm doing all out of order. I just did my face and probably going to make a mess out of, oh, I think my little tapey things are in there. I have those little under eye shields and I'm trying to think of where I put them. Nowhere handy. Every time I do a video with makeup, I forget one thing. One time I carried all my stuff downstairs when I was still recording in the house, and I carried it all down to my patio. And you guys might remember, it was last spring, I think. And I'm doing my makeup, and the one thing I forgot, oh no, you didn't, it wasn't alive. I was recording it, so I think I ran and got one. In the video, though, I think I said I had everything, and I forgot a blush brush. I had no brush even remotely qualified to apply blush with. Anyway, yeah, so these huge channels that are real people are getting taken down. The one that really the one that really grinds my gears, is there was a guy who had his content stolen. An AI slop fake channel stole this guy's content, right? Put it up as their own. The AI on YouTube was scrubbing. One of the things they were scrubbing and killing channels of was content that is stolen from other creators. So say I did a video and somebody else took my video and AI tweaked it and put it up somewhere else as their own, and clearly it wasn't really theirs. Their AI cleaning mechanism on YouTube should scrub that channel. Well, what they did, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. They didn't kill the channel of the stolen video. They killed the guy they stole it from. The channel that they stole it from, they wiped that guy's channel out and said that he was the thief. And they said, basically, in this video I watched, they said, imagine someone robs you. They come to your house and they rob you and they take everything you own, and the police come to your house and arrest you. That's what YouTube did to this creator. I don't remember his name. It was in the video. And like I said, if you guys are curious, channel you love me, can't find it. Yeah, it might have been scrubbed. I have had my channel since 2006. 2006. There is proof if you go to my About Me. If you're on my homepage and you say more about me, and you can scroll all the way down and it says joined. I joined on, I believe, March 19th, 2006. That's how long I've had my YouTube channel. It was originally called Embolism, which was my band name back in Detroit. That was my stage name, was Embolism Red. So red was my favorite color. I told you guys. They were like, I needed a last name, so I just made it red because it was my favorite color. So my stage name was Embolism Red. So everything was embolism, my email, everything. But then when it was actually the first couple of years that I was uploading. I started regular uploads on my channel in 2020 because, like everybody else, I was bored out of my skull. And my friend Jeremy's like, you should do something. You should do something with your channel. So I did. But yeah, it's really sad. Like, they said that, like, they're scrubbing channels with no human oversight. Okay, that's not the worst of it. That's not the thing that made me really go, oh my God, what? Everybody should know about this. And I want you guys to know about it. I may even do a dedicated video on it because it was so disturbing. I'm trying to find, hold on. I'm not going to look at my chat for 1 second on here. Let me find the video that I watched earlier today, because I want to make sure that I am referring to this correctly. Oh, by the way, okay, side note, did you guys see Savannah Guthrie's mom disappeared? She's 84 in Arizona. It's been all over the news and YouTube today. And it's like a crime or something happened there. They said it was definitely foul play and she wouldn't have wandered off on her own. That is like so sad. I don't watch regular TV. I know is Savannah Guthrie's on the Today Show, Good Morning America, one of those. I don't watch any regular TV, so I don't know. Mother of Today co-anchor Savannah Guthrie. So yeah, her mom is missing and they're like doing an all-out search for her. Okay, so here's what's really ironic about this. This video came up on my homepage, okay? And it says, YouTube is destroying itself in 2026. Creators aren't ready for this. Now, here's the thing that grinds my gears about this video. The entire video is made with AI. And I'm like, dude, my brother in YouTube Christ, if you're going to make this video, it's got 12K views. So the top comment says, it seems like this long form video is also AI ? And it absolutely is. It's unlistenable because they even had the AI read it and it sounds terrible. But the part that I was concerned about, let me see if I can find it. And they didn't even do chapters in it. It's like, come on, man. They were talking about how they did away with the trending page. Okay, the Great Purge is at 7 minutes in, and they talked about how they just got rid of all these. YouTube CEO defends AI moderation as creators lose channel overnight. That was an article that came out July 2025. Monetization chaos. So they're talking about that stuff. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to read. I can't play this. I don't want to get, if I get a copyright strike from a freaking AI made video, I'll be pissed. So I'm going to read you what this is saying, okay? Because I have the captions up. So before we do more makeup, this is important before I do any more makeup. And I almost want to, I'm probably going to put a chapter on this video when it uploads later. And I'm going to say, please watch this part. If you don't watch anything else, and this is me like protecting myself right now, okay? Whatever, I can't read my chat because you don't have regular TV. Yeah, I don't either. But really, I hope Savannah Guthrie's mom is found safe and sound. She's on medication. They said she could literally pass away if she doesn't get her medication in 24 hours. So they're freaking out and they're trying to find her. It's scary. The good thing is so many people, if my camera's shaking, that's me bumping my table. Sorry. The scary thing is, like, she was supposed to, I guess they said she was supposed to go to church on Sunday, and luckily for the family, people at church noticed she wasn't there and commented on it. And that's, I think, how they started finding out, like, she's not anywhere. Anyway, YouTube destroying itself in 2026. I do not want to get a copyright strike, but I do want to read you guys this part. I'm going to try to keep up with it. I'm going to read you what this guy is saying. Okay, so he's saying he's starting with something that shocked him. YouTube has been secretly using AI to edit your videos. He's not talking about when you upload a video and you can edit it in post on YouTube. He's talking about how YouTube has changed people's videos and edited their videos without us even knowing it. Allegedly. It says, here's what happened. In June 2025, creators started noticing something weird. Their faces looked different in videos. Their wrinkles and their clothes were sharper. Skin looked smoother in some places, weirdly textured in others. They saw some weird warping and things. So people thought it was a bug. Some people thought it was their cameras, or when they uploaded it, their things got corrupted. But then there's a music YouTuber called Rick Batto, guy with over 5 million subscribers. He noticed something was off, and they interview him in this. He said, my hair looked weird. The closer I looked, it seemed like I was wearing makeup. He compared his video to YouTube versus Instagram. So he was saying that it almost looked like he had an Instagram filter on in his YouTube video after it was uploaded. And then, oh crap. I pulled a Peter Mon. I just totally lost the whole video. Okay, so then this other YouTuber is, where did it go? Sorry, I have to keep going back to my history and finding it. Oh, there it is. It should come right back up. Okay, there's this other guy. I want to get his name right. So it's almost like we aren't adding a filter to ourselves. The AI on YouTube is doing it after we upload something. So this guy said he looked like he had a beauty filler on. The Red Shaw dropped a video that blew this whole thing open. He had 600,000 views. He showed side-by-side videos of his that he had uploaded on Instagram and YouTube. The YouTube Shorts version had a weird oil painting effect all over his face, smooth and artificial, like AI had messed with it. He said, I did not consent to this. And they interview him too. He's right here. He said, as a YouTuber, I trust, now this is the important part, okay? These are two men that YouTube somehow, their AI or something that they were doing, right? Okay, stick with me. This story is freaking crazy, mind-blowing. These two guys in this video, and I will link it in the description box. Let it be said, I hate that it is an AI freaking made long form. I would have so much respect for this video if it was an actual person in the camera saying all this. and reading the script. Now, it might be some really nerdy guy like my husband who's just really shy to be in front of camera and he can't do it. I don't know, hire a friend, have your sister or your brother read it, something. I mean, it's just horrible. It's unlistenable. If you do watch the video, I suggest putting on closed captions and reading the captions because I could not listen to it because the AI voice was so terrible in it. I'm just going to skip back a second. So Rhett said, I didn't consent to this. The most important thing I have as a YouTube creator is that you trust what I'm making and saying, and what I'm doing is truly me. Guess what YouTube's response was? After months of complaining and people noticing this, and I never did because I don't go back and watch my videos, but if anybody is hearing this or seeing this and you've ever noticed that I look different in a video, or something looks different or weird with my face or smoothed out, or even in my shorts or anything, let me know. I don't know, shoot me an email, something, or hit me up on Instagram. That's the best place. So after months of people complaining, it says, I have this actually frozen on this screen so I can read it to you guys. Somebody put no Gen AI, no upscaling. You're going to love this. Somebody said, hey, YouTube Insider, is this true? Is YouTube upscaling our shorts? If this isn't true, can you provide why it's misinformation? YouTube Insider said, now this is at YouTube Insider answering the question, what is going on? We're running an experiment on select YouTube shorts that uses traditional machine learning technology to unblur, denoise, and improve clarity in videos during processing. Similar to what a modern smartphone does when you record a video. I don't care what my smartphone does. If I go and make a short and I say, hey guys, this is all my wrinkles, okay? Let's use this Merit Beauty and see how it works in my wrinkles. I'm giving you guys an honest review and showing you like how it works in my wrinkles. Now, if YouTube's running a test where they're like, well, you know what? We want to make you look better, so we're going to smooth your face out and we're going to blur it. Well, then it makes me look like a freaking liar. It makes me look like I'm using a filter and using AI to make myself look better. Or worse, to go, oh, look what Merit did to my face, like I'm trying to sell their products or something, which I'm not. I don't try to sell anybody's products. I just try stuff, and if it works, I'll say it works. And if it doesn't, I'm like, I don't know, guys, I wasted my money. But how dare they? Honestly, how dare they? The thing that's making me mad is this is just the beginning. This video just came out, I believe. Every beauty YouTuber should be, I'm going to send this actually to Robert Welsh because, I mean, I think he would talk about it. And he does notice my DMs on Instagram. He's DM'd me back a few times. I want James and Robert to watch this video, even though it is AI, and I hate that. But I want them to watch this, especially this part, and I want them to react to it. But I think I may even dig more deeply into this and see what else I can find about this. So YouTube, this is the rest of YouTube Insider's answer. YouTube is always working on ways to provide the best video quality and experience possible, and will continue to take creator and viewer feedback as consideration as we iterate and improve on these features. I don't want you to improve on that feature. I want to look like me. And how dare you take a video I filmed and do post-production on it without my permission? And that's the problem, is they are not asking our permission to do that. And I look funny with one eyebrow. Let me keep going. They admitted they did it. Renee Ritchie, YouTube's creator liaison, came out and said they're running the experiment. So that's the guy's name. And yes, they did use AI to... They're using AI to alter your content without telling you, without asking you, and calling it an improvement. And then there's an article linked here that says Samuel Woolley on how online manipulation is evolving. I so want to deep dive into this. This could be my video that goes viral if I do this, because it's like, how... We got people out here, aside, okay, we're taking it aside. Let me do my other eyebrow. We have people out here like Michaela who are clearly using filters, even though she says she isn't, but it's like, hi, we see it moving. We're not stupid, right? clearly using filters and, you know, altering their appearance, using smoothers. Maybe you're not using a filter, but you're just using a skin smoother, whatever you're doing. Which is and you're trying to sell products and say, "Look how great this works." It's like it's not the product. It may or may not work great, but it's not the product. It's you. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to find a I never have the one thing I need out here. Son of a bitch. You don't know who to believe, because how can you believe somebody who's saying that something works great on your skin and then they're using filters? Or how can you believe somebody who's saying, look how smooth and blurred my wrinkles are, and they have a filter on? There is no filter on this. I mean, I'm using my camera that's on my laptop, so actually it's just kind of low quality. It's not the greatest quality. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. And so then you have people like me and other small YouTubers who say, okay, well, I don't want to participate in that. I don't want to participate in that because I'm trying to be one of the real people who gives honest reviews, like real honest reviews. Like, okay, the Merit Beauty, I love the blush. Look at this blush and highlighter. Love it. Now, this is not a short, so they were only testing this on shorts allegedly. But shorts are where a lot of people do quickie reviews and quickie get readies with me, right? And where a lot of people are pushing products. Lip primer. So if you are using, okay, so say I'm doing a short and I'm like, oh my God, ColourPop lip primer, you should get this. Look how smooth my lips are. Okay, remember in my other live, I said do your primer and let it sit because you got to let it dry for a little bit. So that's why I'm doing this now. And sometimes I forget, but it does dry and get a little bit tacky, so you want to just kind of let it be for a bit. I'm trying to sniffle away from the microphone. I got to tell you, this ranting is really helping my headache. It's making me kind of forget about my headache. So, Victorian Vampire Graveyard. Oh my God. Hi, welcome. And actually, I'm doing a very mellow, everyday goth, kind of like a quiet, let's call it quiet goth. It's a quiet goth look, but I am on a rant. I am on a rant right now because of a video I watched earlier. So, long story short, I will just, I don't know how much of that you heard, but I watched a video this morning that's called YouTube is Destroying Itself in 2026. Creators are freaking out, whatever, something like that, right? And I'm like, okay, as a YouTuber, I would like to know what's going on here. The very first thing they talk about is how YouTube was not allegedly, they admitted to it. They admitted to it on social media, no less. YouTube Insider, and this guy specifically that I named in this, specifically said, yeah, we did that. I mean, kudos to them for admitting they did it, okay? At least they admitted they did it. They didn't lie and say, we never touched your videos. So I was saying, so say I upload a short and you guys are like, hey, we love Mare because Mare gives honest reviews. And if something sucks, Mare's going to say, this sucks, don't buy it. It makes me look a zillion times worse. It makes me look older, not younger. This shit doesn't work, etc., etc. Okay? So, by the way, I'm kind of thinking if we're going to do a mellow, easy goth look, what if I tried Janet's suggestion of using a lip pencil? Janet's not on here because she's working, but with that Blend Bunny lip oil that I was ranting about last night, that I was so excited they came out with the blacks, and I was like, but they bleed outside my lips. Would they bleed if I use a lip pencil? That will not be a very goth everyday look, but I'm kind of, ever since Janet said that, I mean, I thought about that too when I first reviewed them. I'm going to grab them. They're in my table right here. My table has storage. Fortunately, they're right here. I didn't have to go far. Okay, so you upload a short, and YouTube was running a quote-unquote test program without anyone consenting to it. The creator, say me, or whoever, does not consent to it. and you upload your short, and then all of a sudden people are going, hey, I watched your short. This is weird. Mare did this short reviewing a lip primer and said it totally smoothed her lips out and she had no lines and it was a great primer for lips. But if you watch the video, when the video starts, her lips are already all smoothed out. Well, that is not me. That is, once I upload my video to YouTube, it is at their discretion and without my consent, allegedly, that they were running a test thingy. I don't know if it's still going. Let's keep watching this video, shall we? We'll find out. The short answer is yes. They're running an AI program to improve the user experience at the expense of us creators, is what they're doing. And it's pissing me off. Because if they fix my face and smooth it and go, well, we're helping you out here. We're helping you out. I'm like, no, you're not. What you're doing is making me look less trustworthy. What you're doing is making me look like I'm a freaking liar. You're making me no better than Michaela doing filters and saying, look how much my face changed. And she goes from like no filter to a filter on it or something, right? Not just her. There's a lot of people who do that. I don't want to just, let's not just pick on her, although she's my favorite one to pick on. God, I love this primer. But yeah, I mean, what it does is make all of us look like liars. It makes like, who do you believe, right? All right, so let me continue with this. I'm taking my glasses off because I'm blind. So they were calling it improvement. Samuel Woolley, who literally holds the chair of information studies at the University of Pittsburgh, called him out immediately. He said, this is important. Machine learning is a field of artificial intelligence. YouTube's trying to use fancy words to downplay what they did. Here's why it matters. Beyond just being creepy, which is very creepy. As a creator, the most important thing you have is trust with your audience. So if you guys start seeing me look AI generated, you might think I'm the one using the AI, right? You might think I'm using deep fake things, and you might stop trusting me completely. Redshaw put it perfectly. If someone sees content I've made that looks like it's been altered with AI, they think I'm using AI as a shortcut, or that it's not real, or it's been deep faked. That's not cool. YouTube eventually promised they're working on an opt-out, but the damage was already done. They showed their hand and showed they're willing to alter creator content secretly for their own purposes. And this isn't the biggest AI problem. And then it says, there's another one. I'm going to put this this video in the description box. Like I said, maybe that's where my headache came from, because I didn't have a headache until after I watched that video. And then it was like, I was livid. I was pretty pissed. I'm like, how it is completely, I spent going on 6 years now, regular uploads, building trust with a community, a small community of people. Yeah, I'm not a big channel, but what if like Janet or Adrian, someone who's been watching me, or Sanitz has been watching me since like 2021 or something like that, starts seeing me and going, why does Mare look AI generated? I know she's busy. Is she using AI to make fake videos? Is she, what's going on here? Or is she using AI to like, do, oh my God, my eye is messed up, to do like filters or to make her face look smoother or something? The answer is no. I'm not doing any of that. So I want all of you to know right here, right now, and I'm saying this for you, YouTube, I do not consent to you using AI on my face or in any of my videos after I've uploaded them. You are not permitted to do that by me. That is not cool. You are ruining trust that I have built with my audience over 6 years. Anyone who's watched me, maybe even once or twice. When you break trust like that, everybody said that with Michaela, with Lashgate. She broke her audience's trust. She broke the public trust. Once you do that, how do you redeem yourself? You got to go, oh, guys, you just got to trust me. It's the boy who cried wolf thing, So I don't consent to that. And I really hope that, if you guys ever see one of my videos that looks weird or strange, or that it's been altered in any way, hit me up on DMs on Instagram or something, because I want to know. And I am not going to be happy about it. But I just think that's, And the thing that kills me, okay, is that response. That response is so trash. Your response is, we're not going to do it anymore. That's not it. That's not what they're doing. Their response is, we're working on an opt out. And I believe there is an opt out for it now, because I did unclick a box. Now, if you are a YouTuber, listen up really closely. I am trying to think of where it is. When you go to your creator studio, listen, this is important if you make YouTube videos. Okay, I'm gonna put my glasses on because I got to do some schooling here. If you are a YouTube creator and you are watching this is really important if you don't know that this is happening. There's a box that you can click when you go. I wish I had like another computer to. Wait, did I bring it? Oh, curses. I didn't bring my iPad out here, else I could walk you right through it. This is not a tutorial of how to do this. I'm doing some makeup. But when you go to your creator studio, right? You go to the far left side, there's a little gear at the bottom, and it's all your settings. I'm not sure exactly where it is in there, but there's a thing, I believe it says content, but click on the gear and then another box will come up. It'll go across the top and it'll have sections. In one of those sections, there is a part you have to scroll down to the bottom, and it says opt out of using my videos to train AI. You need to unclick that box. Okay, I did. I actually watched a video where someone said, make sure you unclick that box. Oh, I unclicked that box with much haste. I did not waste a moment finding it and turning it off. That reminds me, I don't know if I unclicked it on my BookTube channel, even though I haven't uploaded over there in a minute, and I really got to get back on that. I keep saying that all the time. My poor little BookTube channel. It's like my redheaded stepchild that I just neglect. But find that in your creator studio. Or maybe in the help thing, you can put opt out of AI, whatever. Because they will, if you don't unclick that box, and I believe it's clicked by default, if you don't unclick that box, they are probably already using all your videos to train AI. And I'm like, that is creepy AF, and I am not interested in that, and leave my videos alone. Thank you very much. So that just might be something you guys want to do if you make YouTube videos. Okay, my microphone's in the way. Hold on. Now I'm moving everything. Okay, I'm just going to have to back up for a second. Hold on. Let me do this eyebrow. So, the thing that's so frustrating is like, just, I don't know. I love doing this, and I love being on YouTube. And it's like, I guess it feels kind of like some kind of a little bit of a betrayal thing. You know what I mean? Like had my channel on YouTube, and I've been uploading videos since 2006. I have all these old videos on my channel buried somewhere in the archives, and of my dogs, and when I went kayaking, and when I first moved here. I'm trying to talk loud so I'm not right in the microphone. But it feels like quite the betrayal when you've been here for so long, and some of the people have been uploading regularly a lot longer than me. And then you find out that, they're pushing us to do shorts, and they're like, do shorts. And the thing that's really frustrating too for me, it's funny, I talked to my friend Jeremy about this. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I've been putting up a little bit more shorts. I sent him a thing and I said, look at the views on my freaking shorts. The views on my shorts are all pushing 1,000 views. But I dump my heart and soul into doing a long video or doing lives and stuff, and it's like 30 views, 40 views, whatever. It's fine. I love that you guys are here, and I like, I don't know that I would love having such a huge audience where I couldn't remember people's names and I couldn't talk to you and say, oh, hey, I know you. Oh, hey, I know your channel. I don't want to go, oh, I want to be the hugest channel ever. I have no interest. Plus, you guys know I like grooming dogs too much. I'm not going to quit. I'm using my little elf tapey things to make a line here. Okay, listen, eyebrow piercing. Get out the way. This eye, oh. I keep thinking I got something in my eye, but I guess not. I'm just cheating today because headachy. Also, I'm hoping this will catch a little bit of fallout since I can't find my other thingies. So anyway, I encourage you to watch the video that I was just quoting from. I hope they don't, you know, there could be a thing, and I'm really nervous about this. This is how paranoid I am now. I'm paranoid that because I read word for word some of the stuff that he said, well, he said, he's an AI guy. Some of the things that were in that video, I was reading word for word. Now, could their AI bots actually look at this live and say, hey, you stole this content? And I'm like, no, I'm reading it and I'm reacting to it. I'm doing a reaction to the content. I didn't even play the content. I read it to you, and I'm not stealing his content. I'm telling you what's going on in his words, but I'm also, that's why I was kind of adding some of my own words in there. But man, it's got me so paranoid now that it's like, if you're a React channel, okay, so say you're a React channel and you're reacting to someone's video, couldn't it be, I gotta get this eye to stop watering. I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe we should do lips because my eye keeps watering and I gotta give it a break. I just don't know why. There's nothing in it. It just keeps watering. Oh, T's here. Oh, Tea Time Adventures. You're going to have to go back and watch this from the beginning because I just did a whole thing about AI altering on YouTube videos and editing things of ours without our consent and stuff like that. And I'm going to link the video that I got this from in the description box. And like I said, I do not like at all, and I disapprove. I do not approve of the fact that this whole video that they gave this information in was AI generated. And the other thing that's even worse about it, I mean, they only have 10,000 subscribers. But the thing that's really ridiculous is they're complaining in the video. Okay, I'm going to roast the creator of this video. I'm going to roast the creator of this video called YouTube's Destroying Itself in 20. Thinkverse, at least I will give them this. The name of their channel is Thinkverse AI1. So it's in the title. They're an AI creator, right? AI video creator. I hate watching AI generated videos. I really can't stand listening to AI generated voices. I hate it. It drives me nuts. But this video has some interesting information. I want to do one thing really quick. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm asking a question online because I want to see what answer I get. So that video came up 7 days ago, but it came up as a suggestion in my timeline after it's uploaded. Uploader? No, uploaded. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, confirming right here. Yes, my question was, I put to this the question, is YouTube using AI to alter our videos once they've been uploaded? Now, if you do long form, this isn't such a problem. Although Tea Time Adventures, I just talked about, there is a section in your settings that if it's not clicked off, you're going to want to go turn it off. If you go to your creator studio, go to settings. I believe it's in content or something like that. I wish I could tell you guys. I can't pull it up right now. But I can't do it on my phone because it's not the full creator studio. You need to, don't do it from your phone. It won't work. You have to do it from the desktop. But there is a little box that says YouTube can use AI to train. YouTube, I give consent basically to let YouTube use my content to train AI. There is a box you need to go to in your settings as a YouTube creator and click that off. Otherwise, they already be done using your videos to train AI. I hate to tell you. So make sure you find that. If I can find it, and if nobody can find it, I was saying hit me up on Instagram and I'll try to find it on mine. I double checked it this morning to make sure mine was clicked off, and it was. Because I remember hearing about this last year when they started doing this crap. So, if it can, no, if you're not selling anything and you just want to look better, maybe you'll like it. I don't know. But it says, yes, YouTube has used and is currently testing artificial intelligence to automatically alter or enhance certain videos after they've been uploaded, specifically within its Shorts program. Doesn't mean they're not doing it every other places as tests. These alterations are part of an experiment. So we're all part of an experiment, guys. Isn't that awesome? Aimed at improving video quality, but they've raised concerns among creators regarding consent and manipulation of their content. That is my problem. And I said that before. I do not consent to AI or YouTube manipulating my content in any way, shape, or form. I want to be authentic. I've said that from day one. I want to be, look, neck wrinkles. I mean, I want to be authentic. I don't want them making me look better. That breaks the trust of my audience, as I said before Tea Time jumped in. It's breaking audience trust. If you come on here and, okay, maybe if you want to be a giant influencer of the world and be the next Michaela, you're like, hey, this is helping me out. For those of us who want to be genuine and who are fighting against that whole, I want to say stereotype, but it's actually a reality, that whole thing of the fakey influencer and who do you believe and they always lie. And okay, here we go. Here are the key details regarding YouTube's AI modifications. What is being altered? YouTube has used AI to unblur, denoise, and enhance clarity of select shorts, sometimes giving them a polished or plastic look. I need a drink and I really need alcohol, but I'm drinking my water. Consent and control. These AI modifications have been applied without explicit content or prior notification to creators. Y'all, I'm just finding out about this today, and this has been going on, I think, since last summer or something. Ooh. Furthermore, some creators report they were not given the option to disable these automatic enhancements. Oh no, you gotta go. Okay, well, I'm just doing some makeup, but you can watch it later. And thanks for popping in. Okay, so concerns from creators. Many creators are concerned that these changes alter their intended aesthetic, bend reality, and make videos look unnatural. Yeah, I mean, we're in my studio. I like do natural lighting. And last year I said, I'm waving bye. Bye. If people are going to pop in and out, that's fine. It's the middle of the day. I went out of my way to, like, first of all, get comfortable not using artificial lighting if I could help it, and only use natural lighting. And I said, you guys, I like doing the natural light makeup. I like giving you guys the real thing. When I review things, I don't want to make it look polished and pretty and fancy. I'm going to show you the real deal. So I very much object to them trying to uncanny valley my videos. I don't want that. I want it to, and there's people even more so than me that really work on aesthetic. There are aesthetic channels out there. They're all about their aesthetic. Every video looks the same. They have a certain vibe to them. Now, they spend hours and hours getting this vibe and developing it, and then YouTube comes along and says, no, we're just going to do what we want. We're going to paint over it. We're going to gloss it over. I don't want to look like Uncanny Valley to people. I just want to look like me. I think I would feel so weirded out if I watched one of my videos back and I looked like different and I had the Uncanny Valley plastic look. It would freak me the hell out. Now, here's what sucks. Purpose. The aim appears to be enhancing user experience by fixing lower quality videos to make them more visually appealing to viewers. Let me tell you something. There are people who love low res. There are people who love effed up old school oldie time looking videos because it's a nostalgia thing. Okay, it's a oh my god, this reminds me of back in the day. Trisha Paytas sitting on her floor in her kitchen crying. Okay, if you alter that and you make it look all fancy and like modern, you lose the whole meaning. You lose the whole thing, the whole vibe. Like that was a moment, you know. You can't. And this is a moment. Like, yeah, they need to leave our content alone for sure. While these changes are mainly focused on video quality enhancements on shorts, so they haven't touched the long form ones yet, which I'm happy about, but I have been uploading shorts. Now, what this does, I started going, I'm going to upload more shorts because it seems like those do really well and maybe I get a few more people, whatever. No, you know what? Now, screw your shorts. You know, I'm sorry. That's not cool. That is not cool. I'm not going to do shorts and then watch them back and go, why does this look weird? So by doing this to shorts, they demonstrate that YouTube possesses the ability to apply AI to user uploaded content after the fact. And there is a huge thread on Reddit as well that I probably will also put down in the comments. It's 160 days old. So like I said, this has been going on for a while, but I just heard about this. So this is in the r/partnered YouTube, which I am a member of. YouTube confirms they've been using AI to edit videos without telling you. And they quoted it. And how many, I don't know how many views and stuff and upvotes this has. But this person who posted it said, I think the slippery slope here is they've been doing it without permission from the creators or even telling them what's going on. We've just noticed oddities in videos and reached out to YouTube, and only then we get confirmation on what's happening. You know, they reach out to YouTube and go, hey, my video looks weird. And YouTube's like, oh, yeah, we AI'd it for you. Did we ask you to? I'm sorry. I think we skipped a whole section where you ask for consent to alter our content. That, you know, that whole broadcast yourself thing. When we're not broadcasting, if I'm broadcasting myself, I want it to be myself, not the AI freak that you want to turn me into with whatever you're doing. That's some bullshit right there. So they said right now it's apparently only being applied to select shorts, but when this does start getting a wider rollout, all without our consent or knowledge, is that gonna? So this is exactly, somebody said that happened to them. Okay. Imagine deciding all the artistic details of how you want your video to look, and then YouTube uses AI to completely override you, which is what I said. Hello, oh my goth. We're talking about YouTube changing our videos without our consent. You'll have to go back and watch it. It's a doozy. So Frogstronaut said, that's exactly what happened to me. I uploaded a video that was low FPS and pixelated it for intentional artistic effect. The AI filter made it all wobbly and blurry. Ugh. And then somebody was like, oh no, they're trying to help you. And they said, no, this completely destroys the character of the image. It actually removes detail from the scene rather than doing things to simplify the color rendering. It shouldn't remove wrinkles from people's foreheads. Crap like that has a wider impact on human psychology as well as destroying the image. Upscaling is not a universal benefit. It isn't awkward. It's harmful. Thank you very much. Opt-in should be the approach, not opt-out. Because opt-in, opt-out, what it means is they're like, well, you can opt out of it. Well, I never opted into it. Like, you should have to opt into it. You shouldn't have to find out after your video, you look like a plastic person and you're like, this is weird. And YouTube's like, oh yeah, we used AI to make you look better. That's like, bitch, I don't want to look better. I want to look like me. Okay, let's do some eye makeup. Anyway, that was something I wanted to rant about, and now for the eye makeup. You're going to love this. Some of you were not here yesterday, but boy, did I bitch about this palette. Adrian's like, you are not going to use that palette. You are not going to use that palette. Adrian, I was going to do a fun, easy, let's do this kind of thing. And then I went, no, you know what? This palette pissed me off. The quality of it pissed me off. And I really do want to find out if it's just the swatches or how is this going to work on my eyes. Look, if it works really well on my eyes, wait. Oh, it's not making noise. Oh, lame. See, that's an old school YouTube thing that we love, and I don't want them to fix that. All right, this is probably going to be Fallout Central. So the goal right here, when I'm doing this look, if you're just jumping in, I was going to do the normie side and the goth side, but I decided because I have a splitting headache today, and I'm very ranty after seeing that YouTube is changing, using AI to change our shit without our permission. I decided I'm just going to do what I want to do. Fight the power. And I'm going to do a shopping goth. No, daytime goth. Office goth. I don't know. Something kind of like a little, I don't want to say normie, but approachable. Not totally terrifying goth. And I want to try some of these weird colors. Okay. I'm going to hold this up. We're going to go, everybody in the chat, I love this. This is why I want to do makeup live. Well, I'm not using eye shields. I'm using these. If it's a mess, it's a mess. But I want you to see the fallout. I want to see, again, hopefully AI won't come along and smooth it all out. Be like, hey, you had some fallout. Let me get rid of it. No, I want people to see the fallout. Okay, I'm going to hold this up. You might have to go by the sun and the light. Oh, wow. Guys, I just realized this is completely natural light. I don't have my overhead lights on. This is daylight. I'm basically outside right now. I'm like, why does this look so weird? I don't have my lights on, my ceiling lights at all. Wow, that's crazy. All right, well, so this is natural light. Are there any colors that you particularly would like to see? Or you're like, that looks weird. How will that look? I kind of want to see what's up with this weird khaki color. I'm trying to do the colors that like seem kind of like, what are you doing in a goth palette? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm going to give you a second to look at this. I'm trying to hold it still, but wait. I'm trying to make sure you can see the whole thing. And it's crooked there. You don't have to get the names. What I would do is say row 1, 2, 3, or 4 and say which one from the right or left, if there's anything you want to see in particular. Or alternately, you can go to Blend Bunny's website and look up the Haunt Me palette, or just Google Haunt Me Blend Bunny, and you can pull up images and see a picture of it. But I'm kind of wondering, like, is there anything you guys totally want to see, or any colors? I think I'm gonna start with like just no matter what you guys want to see, I'm gonna start with a base color because I got to start with something kind of a neutrally base. So I'm gonna start with the one, that oddity color, that weird, like it's camel. Again, let me quote it: "Haunt me, 24 hauntingly beautiful shades for the goth at heart." I don't know a goth at heart who would wear khaki. No goths wear khaki. No goths wear khaki. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I want to try Echoes too because it's this weird greenish gray. But I'm just going to start with this as like a base right here. And hello, give me nothing. Okay, it's basically like it's the same color as my eye. It really isn't. Yeah. Okay, it's a base. It's a base. I did not put any eye primer on. Oh, shiza. Well, what are you going to do? My hat's in the way. Oakley dokley. I have that base on. So I'm just giving you guys a second to catch up because there's like a lag in the live. So, oh, just go for it. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. Oh my God, the dogs are sleeping up here and they're so cute. Wait, let me see if I can. I got to move my mic. Hold on. Look at Prudence. She's like all curled up down there. Oh my God. Now I just messed up my whole, oh my God, I messed up everything. Now I'm not centered anymore. See, this is why I can't move this. They're just so cute. Casper's in here today too. We got the whole family's in here today. Lydia isn't because Lydia gets confused when I take her new places because she's blind. So she kind of doesn't know what's going on. All right, I'm going to use Veiled because this just seems like a weird color. I gotta say, that didn't really have a lot of fallout, so I'm happy about that. I'm gonna do a lot of tappy tappies here. Okay, so this is Veiled. It's this one right here. It's kind of a grayish khaki. Ooh. Pleasantly surprised by this color on my eye. Let me know if you guys think I should turn my overhead lights on. The overhead lights are warm, though, and it kind of throws everything off. The way this is looking, it looks pretty true to color on my screen. I don't know how it looks on YouTube, but it looks pretty true to color. So I want to see something real quick. I have to remember to put links in the description of this after the fact because I want to make sure you guys know the things I was talking about with the AI stuff and all that. So I'll put the links below. And like I said, I really do not like that channel did that whole thing in AI. And worse than that, like at the end of it, I didn't do eye primer because I really want to see what this, I kind of want to just see what this does. Okay, I'm watching myself on my phone because I'm seeing, oh, the lighting looks really good. Okay, cool. It's a little bit yellower on my computer screen, so that's why I was a little wary about turning my overhead light on. So Veiled, I quite like. I can't get really close and I can't zoom in on a live. That's the only problem. So I think this Veiled would be a really good kind of a spooky contour shade. And this eye is still watering and being weird. It's also a really good under eye shade. Veiled, I would say, is a color I would use a lot, I think. Oh my god, girl, the fallout. The fallout? It's nice. It's nice. Are there other colors and other palettes that are probably kind of similar and I could do the same thing? Yeah, kind of. I think it's interesting putting it over Oddity because it's kind of a grayish, bruisey color. It's got a nice bruisey quality to it. But having it over Oddity is warming it up a little bit. This fallout just went completely under the tape. Do you see that line of fall? Oh my god. Oh, can I get it? Can I? Yeah, I'm going to have to clean that up. God. This palette is Fallout Central. Is it just me? If anybody watches this and got this palette, let me know. I think this palette is the worst Fallout I've seen of some of. I love Nomad, you guys. I love you guys know I love Nomad. But in the past, they seem to be getting a little bit better now, but in the past, oh my god, some of their mattes, in the past, they seem to have improved their formula and it's not as bad. But in the past, I swear, it seemed like some of Nomad's formulas were just like, girl, what are you doing to me? They were horrible for Fallout. Okay, so that's what's going on so far. This eye is still watering. Damn it. It's weird. I don't think there's anything in my eye. It's just aggravated. Like me. What shade next? Well, we were playing around with this shade Invoke yesterday. That's that one that was ridiculous. This was the patchiest. Invoke was the absolute patchiest one when I swatched it. So let's try that. So far, I will say, going on my eyes, it's awesome. It's really smooth. It's not patchy. It's not skipping. So this could just be one of those palettes where sometimes there's palettes where they just don't swatch well. Oops, I just hit Bewitch accidentally. They just don't swatch well. I mean, that's been true of a few palettes that I've used, and I've actually read that in I think the Beauty Guru Reddit, a couple of people mentioned it. They're like, hey, you guys notice that this is a really cool palette, but it just swatches terribly. And you try to swatch it and it just looks awful. Hey, here's the thing about this palette that's interesting, and I think it's what really throws me off about it, is it's so warm. I'm used to goth being cold, you know. I'm used to goth makeup being cold grays. And this is a very like kind of a warm goth palette, so that throws me a little bit. I do really want to try this red, so I think I'm going to do some of In Vain. Ooh, what if I did... I kind of want to do Macabre on my lid. I mean, the fallout, though. Can you see the fallout in the red? That one right there. I mean, woo. If I blow it, it goes across. I have to use Blood Moon, too. I think I'm going to use this on the corner. When you see this line of fallout, you're going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. It's so bad. It's so bad. I want to do this red because I think I want to try that red lipstick from Merit that I got. I wasn't going to do a red lip, but I want to do a red lip. Interesting. I've been wanting to do a red lip. I've just been like, eh. Okay, so I'm going to take Macabre. That is the burgundy right here. And we're going to do that on top of this, but a little bit more in my crease that you can never see because hello hooded eyes, right? Am I right? Something's happening. I have to switch hands. Oh, look what I did to Wraith. Oh my God, look what I did to it. I just got a big chunk of red in it. Not like I would use that color a lot. I've got to do lefty on this side. It's so much easier to do it with my left hand. Except for it's still tricky for me to hold the brush with my left hand. And so I have to balance like on my, ooh, I'm liking this, what's it called again? Macabre. I'm liking this in the inner corner right there. That's kind of fun. That's fun. Oh my God. Adrienne, did you see that Chelsea put a clown thing on the list for the Valentine's Day looks? I'm like, girl. My immediate response was, girl, I don't do clowns. I told you no clowns. I will be sitting out the clown look. Look at this fallout. You know, I should just leave it and go, this is goth. This is goth. We used to just let the fallout lay where it laid and we'd let it sit there. You could even leave the fallout and put setting mist and be like, yeah, I like all that speckly fallout shit. I used to do that back in the day. Yeah, isn't it funny? This palette, they released it and then nobody really said anything. I honestly think, where are all the influencers who got sent this palette? I only saw a couple of people do looks with it, which I thought was really weird. Okay, so I'm taking Wraith, this weird blue. I'm going to try something. I was going to put it on the outside. Oh, interesting. It kind of looks cool up here. Color me shocked. It kind of looks good. I've seen some people do looks with these blues that are in here. The one thing about Blend Bunny that I will say is even with how much fallout this has, the name stands. Their blends, everything blends. So I'm trying to do it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. It's really tricky doing makeup on a live without my camera. I really got to work on the new camera thing. The thing that I don't like is I keep layering and I can't seem to get... I'm using Veiled now, which is this really dark guy right here next to that weird salmon color. Why don't I do this? Hold on. Let me try this. I'm going to use my little mirror. I really can't get a lot of, that's better. Okay, I have to go in. Look at the fall. Can you see the fallout? It just went all the way down my nose. It's like to here. Look at the side of my nose. What the and I'm tapping the shit out of this brush, and the fallout is insane. This is the absolutely, they have won the award for the worst fallout I have ever had from any palette in all of my years on YouTube. The absolute worst. It's like, it's turning my face gray. It's literally turning my face gray. This is, without a doubt, the absolute worst fallout I've ever seen. I've used some cheap ass drugstore palettes that don't have fallout like this. Where's my brush? Ah, there it is. Oh, things are flying. I don't even know how to fix it. I don't even think I'm going to be able to fix this. I'm just going to look really spooky. This is just going to be all black and purple under my eyes. See, this is one of the things about doing it live though, right? It's like, if shit like this happens, I can't fix it. I can't turn off the camera and go, okay, let me go totally redo all of my foundation off camera and then come back and be like, oh, hey, look how nice it looks. I'm starting to feel a little bit like I was right with my swatch situation though. When I look at this really closely, like it seems like it's blending nice. I got a lot of patchiness. I'm getting a lot of patchiness. It's not, okay. Maybe the swatches were a little bit more right than I thought they were. I think the thing is, like, I expect a lot more pigment to this, and I just keep putting on colors, and they're like, I'm like, thanks, give me nothing. It's really not doing anything. And you know what's doing something is all the fallout. Everything else is like, there is more pigment in the fallout than there is on my eyes. Does that make any sense? I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't. That's wrong. It shouldn't be doing that. But it's like, how is my face where the fallout is ending up with more pigment than what's on my eyes? All right. Well, I am so about to give up on this palette. I'm not kidding. I don't even know if I want to put anything else on. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm going to use Shroud and Blood Moon because I've been wanting to. So Blood Moon is this, these are the two colors I know I like out of here. Blood Moon is a really cool kind of red gold weird multi-chrome. It's really pretty. And then Shroud is a silver one. And okay, see, this is so disappointing too. You guys know when I usually use my finger and I put it on my lid, it's like glowing, right? It's giving me nothing. I'm putting some of the silver over it. Wow. I thought, okay, well, maybe I can find some use with this palette. And this is such a bummer. I'm like, maybe I can do an eyelid. Look how it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Okay, I'm going to try Blood Moon on a brush. I don't even think it's not even getting on the brush. I'm like smashing the brush into it. Blood Moon should be really pigmented and really show up, and that's all it's doing. That's such a bummer. Now, if I take any other Blend Bunny palette, it doesn't do this. It's only this palette. And it's the one palette that I was looking forward to because I'm like, oh, it's the Goth palette. Yay, finally. And I even remember writing to Maggie and going, finally, the palette that I've been waiting for. I'm like, you should have just called it NiteMare. I'm glad she didn't because I don't want to be associated with this because this is bad. There, I said it. I love you, Maggie. I love Blend Bunny, but this is bad. And I'm, like I said, 40 years of makeup, professional makeup artist. I cannot get this to do anything. Now I know why nobody was talking about it. It's like, dude, I am like jamming the brush in these colors and trying to get it on there, putting it on my eye, and I'm smashing it into my eye, and like no color is coming out. Did I get a bad one? I want to know. But yeah, now I think when I'm done, I am going to Google like later today. I want to see if anybody else got this palette and had all these problems. I'm officially done with this palette. I can't do it anymore. It's so bad. It's so bad. I have not ever DNF'd a palette. I'm calling it with that palette. I can't do it. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't know how this looks on camera, but holy shit. If you want to know what the fallout looks like, there you go. Look at the fallout. That line was the color of my foundation. Watch. That was the color my face was before I got all the fallout. Ruined my foundation. Ruined it. My face was like several shades lighter. I guess. Oh my God. Seriously? Look at the difference and how much. Look at the fallout I'm wiping off of my face right now. Wait until I do my nose. Wait. That's the fallout that was on my nose. By the way, that is not my foundation. My foundation is like really light. Oh my God. Girl, shut up. We're going to keep wiping off fallout. It went all the way down to here. It's all over the side of my nose. Look at the difference in my skin tone from under here where the tape was to like here. That is baddie. Okay, well, I guess I got to redo some foundation now. And my cheeks and my highlighter. And try to fix this. Okay, here. That's how bad the fallout is. That is terrible. That is terrible. Terrible. My nose is literally purple and gray. It looks like I was in Rocky as a stand-in or an understudy or something. Okay, see now when I put this on, it's blending back to this. It is covering up all the fallout, but I guess it is coming out very gothy because I have a very weird tinge to my face now. I have an ashy gray undertone to my face. So that's kind of, love that for me, huh? Love that for me. Okay, well, I want you to know I did not do all this to be spooky and goth. That is the result of all the fallout. Lordy. Look at my, if I turn it off, I want to see if you can see it. Do you see the fallout on my phone? Look at the fallout on my phone. Girl. Jesus. That is crazy. I guess. Okay. Yeah, this is weird. It's like I haven't necessarily seen any bad reviews of this palette. It's like, did I just get a really, really bad one? Is something wrong? Because, and I'm saying that with peace and love. You guys know I bought Blend Bunny's very first palette. I said that yesterday. I bought their very first palette when they started, when she put the first Blends palette out. And man, I love this blush. Bespoke by Merit. Bespoke by Merit. M-E-R-I-T. Love it. Love it. Really love it more when it isn't. Some of my highlighters survived. I'm doing a more gothy blush too. I did just under my cheekbone. If somebody's watching and they want to go, how do you do a more gothy blush? Do not put blush on the apples of your cheeks. That is not gothy. we would always just put it right under, take your finger, find under your cheekbone, goes right there. That's how you get that Peter Murphy. It would come all the way down to the corner of his mouth almost. The Peter Murphy blush. Okay, so if you're wondering what I'm doing with the eye look, I pulled out my favorite palette, which is Dark Winter. And I am going to finish the eye look with Dark Winter and try to salvage it. But before I do, I'm going to give you something to think about. Should I do a red lip with, where is it? Uevu. ¿Cómo estás? Did I knock it over? It was here. Hold on. It was here. I swear it was here. Oh, it fell all the way over there. I got this Merit Red. I could do a blood red lip. This is called Power. Or I can see if I can make... We should just go full on Hot Mess Express for the whole thing. And, sorry, I feel like there's a hair on my face, and I'm using this because I have so much fallout on my fingers. I'm not trying to get more fallout back on my face. And I ran out of wipes out here, too. Should I try to make the Blend Bunny Haunt Me collection lips work and see if they bleed all outside my lips? We should probably just do that, shouldn't we, since I did the palette? Yeah, look how it's so skippy underneath, and oh Lord. All right. Well, so I was saying, I've purchased it's not terrible. It's nice. It's okay, but it's mid. It's mid. There, I said it. It's mid. It's mid. The fallout is less than mid, but it's mid. I expect a lot more. You know when, sorry. You know when you really love something or you love someone and you say, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. I love Blend Bunny so much that I'm very disappointed. That's the best I could say it. I'm disappointed. I was really hoping for a lot from this palette, so it's just like a bummer that she does like a exclusively for the goth at heart, and I have so much trouble with it. It should not be this hard. It shouldn't be like, I don't know. And it's so dry. Yeah, I've never gotten a bad palette from Blend Bunny ever. Okay, well, I guess I'll try the black. It is hot. You know what? I'm going to change the title once it goes up. I'm going to change the title to Hot Mess Monday. Let's see if we can make this work. Spoiler, we can't. So I do have the Villain Lip Pencil, which is one of my favorite black lip liners. This is from Unearthly, depending on how your TAT goes. No, I haven't had any trouble with Unearthly, except for she sent me the wrong candle, which was a bummer. Fortunately, the one she sent me instead of the one I ordered was my favorite one, and I already burned through the first one, so I'm like, well, I'm not mad at her for that. I'll just reorder the other one. I would have reordered Sugar Smoke regardless. It's over there now. It's almost to the bottom. It's ready to go. I will say a report back on the Blend Bunny, on the Unearthly Hayden Haunts candles. Seems to be a pretty quick burn time, but they are small, and they are a single wick, and they're small. So, but that seemed to burn down faster than my other single wick candles that are similar size. So that was a little, I don't want to say, I'm not going to fully judge. That was only the first one I burnt, and I didn't really pay attention to how long it was burning. So I have to kind of think about it. The next one I burn, I will try to note the time of when I start and blow it out. But that feels like that burnt down really fast. And I usually don't notice that with candles, but with that one I did. All right, I need a, let me get a clean brush over here. Or somewhat clean. Oh, I like this one. This is actually a Blend Bunny B2. I love the Blend Bunny brushes too. So this is probably If I had to pick a favorite palette from last year, and I did do a low buy year, Electrum Dark Winter, Dark Winter by Electrum. Probably one of my all-time favorite palettes. And I do have Debutante to thank for this. I wouldn't have known about this if it wasn't for her. And she has taken a break from the interwebs, which can't say I blame her. So the look that I did with this, I absolutely loved. But like I used Dreary is very similar in color to. There's a couple things that I see that are similar. Dreary looks a lot like, where was it? Immortal. No, not Immortal. Veiled. So I used this one right here, but I'm going to use this one. And Cabin is a little bit like Macabre, but not really. This is a lot more purple. Lot more purple. But overall, I mean, this palette is the what do you have? What are you eating, ma'am? Did you what do you Oh my god. Sorry. Dingus over here just licked my eyeshadow. No, I'm not done yet. Don't lick it. Okay, Mommy can't play with you right now, honey. This is the quality that I hold all other palettes up to. I will say that. Dark Winter by Electrum. The bar is outside of my studio, above the roof. That is how good this is and how good the formula is. And this is what, you want to talk about some fallout? Look at the brush. I don't know if it's hitting the camera. See the fallout on the brush? Oh my god. I'm trying not to touch anything. There's fallout everywhere. Woo! Okay, Frostbite. I want to take this Frostbite one because I think it would be kind of nice just right here. We're going to finish this eye look up and just call it done. Frostbite is also a really good contoury blush kind of thing. Because it's really light and it's cool. And if you're, again, PLS bitch like me, works really well. Trying to do something with this eye look. I don't even know if I want to do some eyeliner. I just don't know what I want to do with it. God, I love crisp. Okay, so Blood Moon was that one that I put on my eyelid, right? Winter, right here, look at it. It's very comparable. Let me show you what I was expecting when I put Blood Moon on my lid. But we're going to do it with Winter. Okay, so this is what Blood Moon looks like. Watch this, though. This is what I was expecting to happen. Was that. Not this. Winter is the most velvety, smooth, pigmented ass, like multi-chrome, and it looks so cool. It just goes like this weird green, red, gold, I don't know, craziness. That's what I wanted. I wanted more something. All right, and I need to get a little bit darker in here. Dark Winter, honestly, Frosty, I don't like browns. Frosty is great. Dark Winter is the best. If you don't want to use a black and you want to do something different, Dark Winter, such a great shade. I don't know if I want to do an eyeliner. I want to try to do something different. Ow. I just heard ow over there. I'm trying to keep my line intact. I have this nice crisp line. Okay. It's like I said, it's something. We're doing something. I'm basically just trying to rescue this eye look at this point. I think it's a bad thing when I think this might be the first time on my channel that I had so much trouble with a palette that I had to take another palette to fix the palette that I used. Um, Ira, Ira. Cool color. I'm going to swatch it because it's really pretty. That thing right there. I need a little brush again. Sorry if I'm not looking at the comments right now. I'm just trying to get this done so we're not here for 3 hours again. Look, I was exhausted this morning. Back to back 2 days of 3.5 hour live streams. Ooh. That was exhausting. And last night, my throat hurt, and this morning I woke up with a sore throat, and it's from yapping so much. I'm going to take a little bit of this one. You can tell how much I've used this. Look at that. I gouged that one out. Crisp is my favorite. Next time, I want to do a look with these greens, like these 3 right here, and Crisp on the lid. I really wanted to do a lime green look today, like a really crazy bright lime green with like black lips, but like really crazy black and green eye look. So that's like on my list. I want to do that in the future soon. I'm putting some sparkly in the middle just to open it up a bit. Okay, do I have an eyeliner? Let's see how it looks with the glasses. How bad does this look? Oh, not bad. Wow, the blush looks really good in the highlighter, I think, though. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, you never heard of Electrum? Electrum is Handmade Cosmetics as well. She only made, I believe, this Dark Winter palette. I think when it dropped, she only did 500 of them. And that's why I was so, like, invested. I was really invested in getting one because they're handmade as well. So, and again, and she also, she was just having health problems too. I remember I sent something to her Instagram. She put up a story on Instagram talking about how she wasn't feeling well or something was going on. And hold on, I'm bringing up my chat again. Sorry. Okay, black lips. We got to do some mascara, and we got to do. Oh, I had an eyeliner. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it get? There it is. I think I want something else, though. That's nice, but something else. This is the VE Cosmetics one. Or I have the Chantecaille Luster Glide Violet Damask. I just want black, black, black. I think I'm just going to use the good old ColourPop. Can't go wrong with the good old ColourPop. Something makes me want to warm this up with a Bic lighter. I'm going to do, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I'm torturing myself and doing a black waterline with it because I wanna. Isn't it funny that for me this is like daytime goth? People would be like, oh my god, that's too much. I'm like, are you kidding? This is mild. I think it's pretty mellow, honestly. A little bit of fallout still falling out of my eye here. There's things I would do if I was not alive right now. One of them is I would clean up lines a little bit more, but I am just going to try to. There, I just sharpened that line up a little bit with this. Nice. I love doing this. You bring it down to here, and then you do like lighter here. So the line comes down to here, and it goes almost to like the middle of your eye. So it's a little bit like doing the, you know, like the death metal or like the clown Joker kind of eye, kind of, not clown, not Joker, not a Harlequin. You know what I'm saying? But it like comes down to here, and it kind of in a point, like how that way. Only I like doing the lighter and the sparklies here in the center, and then having the point just come down to here and stop instead of doing the whole thing. Kind of like a reverse Susie and the Banshees. A little bit of a reverse Susie going on. Instead of doing it up here and over, I'm doing like a thing here. All right. Also, if you have hooded eyes, the best tip that I read and I found, and it's hard to do, and I suck at it, is do the waterline of your upper lid and see, it makes your eyes look a lot more open, which is crazy town. But it looks so good. When I can do it, it looks great. The only one that I found that really works well with this is like a ColourPop, which is great because they're so affordable. It's the cream gel liner. These work really well for doing a waterline, especially the upper. All right, should I just I know I have to suck it up and do the oops, that's my brow thing. Where's my girl? Losing everything today. It was here. I knocked a bunch of stuff over, and now oh, there it is. Mascara. This is the Merit mascara. So this is not crazy. I said it did lengthen and everything, and it really worked nicely. I'm not going to put a lash on, not just because there's fallout on my top lip still. Jeez. Not just because I don't want to put a lash on live, which I will at some point. What are you doing over there, girly? Hey. 6-month-old puppy running around my studio getting into everything. This is not a crazy lash mega lengthening mascara or anything. But, like I said, we're not doing... We'll call this mid-goth. I was going to do crazy on one side, normie on the other side, like my Monday thing, but we're just doing right down the middle today. We're doing... It's not crazy goth, and it's not normie. It's somewhere meeting in the middle. Because I'm not putting on a crazy lash. My lashes do not want to cooperate today. And if you're wondering, yes, I still have my headache. I'm just ignoring it. Focusing on the makeup and this errant hair. Man, I swear the fallout, I am still experiencing the fallout. I'm not kidding. Every time I look, there's a new bit of fallout somewhere. It just like falls out of my eye as I'm looking around and blinking and stuff. It's like, look, another one it just happened again. It's so crazy. I've just never had a palette give me this much. Every time I clean up fallout, there's more. Where is it coming from? It's like it's raining fallout on my face. Okay, look. For starting out with this being a mess, I actually really like the way this turned out. I like the way that turned out. Okay, let's do lips, and then we're going to call it a day. After I did my rant. Okay, so we're going to try this black. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I'm going to line. I did also do the lip primer, and there's a fuzz on my lip liner. I also did primer, so hopefully that might help. But I have these little hairline, these tiny little wrinkles above my top lip because I'm old. And we are going to see if this lip goo goes all in the lines. I'll message Janet on Instagram if the lip liner thing works. Look, I'm giving the lip liner trick 50-50 odds. I can't feel really 100% confident about it right now. Ah! Are you helping? Are you helping? Thank you. Hi. Please don't kiss me when I'm doing... Hi. Hello. Hello, dear Prudence. Dear Prudence. Hello, dear Prudence. Little Prue. You're being so good today. You're being so good. You're such a good girl. You're a young baby. She is just like the cutest. You got the cutest face in the world. You do. Okay, lay down. Lay with your sissy. Baby Bat is sleeping over there, in case you're wondering. Now that, oh my God, Prudence here right on my nose. Good girl, I'm almost done. She's over there laying with Casper. And this is why I don't do makeup live. How boring is it just sitting here waiting for me to do my lip liner? Boring. I would have edited all that out. Okay, so should I try this shiny lip goo or should I just do the glaze? I don't know. I'm scared. What if I shake it? Should I try the lip glaze stuff or whatever it's called? Masterclass lip glaze. It looks like patent leather. The thing I don't like about it really is it's very thick and it's very editorial. It's not something I would ever wear like day to day. It is absolutely not everyday goth or going out goth or something. I feel like the lip oil, the sparkly lip oil, would be more along the lines of keeping with not being really crazy, because the black patent leather shiny one would just make it crazy. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try the lip oil glaze thing. This is what I was worried about. It's basically just this with a black line. I don't think it's gonna work. I gotta tell you one thing. This lip liner is awesome. It's not moving. I have an idea. Bear with me. Seriously, I did not plan for this. All right, I didn't know. Okay, let me find a lip brush. Something that can function as a lip brush. I know what I want, and I just don't see a brush that is... Hey, I was looking for this. I'm still getting fallout. That is unbelievable. Okay. I want to take this and just feather out my lip line a little bit. I'm kind of liking it, softening out the lip line. My lips are kind of grayish and sparkly. And then I will point out why this, albeit looking nice, and I like it. Okay, I don't think I hate it. What do you guys think? Let me see it with my glasses, then I'll be like, ooh. I mean, close up it looks really nice. Okay, I kind of like it. What do you think? It's not terrible, but here's my problem. Um, when you get a lip oil, you just want to throw on a lip oil. You don't want to have to do a whole line and do this whole line of like, like, okay, I put on. I like my hair back better. I don't want to like get a lip oil and go, well, now I have to line my lips. Then I got to put the lip oil on. Then I got to feather it all out. I just want to throw it on a lip oil and go, right? So that's my problem with that. Or on. The good news is it appears to be, for the most part, staying inside my lips. So that's cool. Anyway, that's the look. That be it. We're done. Ta-da. No big lashes, nothing fancy. My hair's a mess. I'm tired. I have a headache. But this looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of like this lip. I mean, I would wear this lip again. I'm usually not a fan of the visual, the liner that you can see, like the 90s thing. I'm usually not a fan of that. But for being like a low-key goth kind of look, low-key goth lip, maybe. I don't know. There we go. I got my Black Craft hoodie on. And I got my Black Craft shirt on. Oh, this is the Raven one. It has the Raven on it. Where is he? He's over there. So, yeah. That's it. So that's the look. I guess I could go out like this, and it's not, it definitely isn't your everyday normal makeup. It definitely is a little more something, but it's kind of pretty too. It's kind of pretty at the same time as being just a little spooky, but not too spooky. It's spooky light. It's goth light. It's the Diet Coke of goth. It's goth Splenda. Oh my God. Okay. What time is it? What time are we at? I got to get off of here soon. Oh my God. 1:49. Anyway, if you made it this long and listened to my rant in the beginning and stayed through all the makeup and the fallout of the fallout, and I love the blush and the highlighter, though. I think the blush and the highlighter is my favorite. Okay, so you said, yep, it's not bad, but I'm right. And thank you. She is adorable. What are you eating? The words that I say like 15 times a day. What are you eating? That's all I ever say to Prudence. And I keep calling her Eliza. I was going to say I could change my hat, but I think I'm just going to leave this on because it's still freezing cold here. And let's see. We have a heat wave today. Feels like 20 degrees. It's a heat wave. Unbelievable. And it's sunny, which is nice. But we have wind gusts up to 24 miles an hour, making the temperature feel like 20. Boo! Anyway, this is this for this, and I guess I made the lip oil work. The Haunt Me palette, would I use it again? Probably not. I'm so bummed. I don't know what to do with it. What I think I'm going to do, I'm not getting rid of it, obviously. This wasn't cheap. What I think I might be able to do with this, and I'll give you a tip before I go. If you have a palette that you're like, I just bought this and it's bad. I will use the shiny shades in it, although I'm really disappointed at the pigment payout of Blood Moon. That's why I want to say like, is something wrong with my palette? Like, what is up? Because I've never had them do a shade that was so blah and meh in the pigment payout. It's very weird. I don't know. But like Seance is an awesome color. Flicker's nice. Appear is nice. Woman in White is chalky AF. We'll never use that. The white, it's so bad. I don't like it. I can't imagine what I would use it for. But a lot of the shades in here are wonderful contour shades. Or even, dare I say, bronzer shades, although I'm not very much into the bronzers, like I said. But they're great goth contour shades. Really, really good for that. And what I could think to do with the little four red colors right here is I could use some of my mixing medium and make lip shades out of them. So you can do stuff with a palette that you're like, well, this palette kind of, I'm not happy with it. It's not working for me. Or especially if the shades are like that, if they're really dry or chalky, I can use those as liners. I can use Duraline. I could chip a little bit of it out of there and I could make them into like a liquid liner with some Duraline or some mixing medium. Or I can use them as cheek and, which, since it's a face palette, that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to use it as a contour palette. But that's also why I got this palette. So, I don't know. I think maybe next time, I don't know if I want to wait till next Monday, but I really want to do something with, why can I not get it out? With this Ellis palette that I got. Ugh. This is going to be a Valentine's Day thing. We're doing an or what's it called? Broken Heart or something like that. But this is my one that I specifically got from Blend Bunny to do contour with. So it's a little aggravating. I wish I would have just bought this one instead of Haunt Me, but I was like, oh, I can't not get Haunt Me. It's the Goth palette. And I could have sat that one out, frankly. I don't know. See, this is why I shouldn't just buy every palette that I go, that looks cool, I should get it. So the other possibility for today was Paris La Boheme by Nomad, and I will be doing 2 looks with this because I want to do the 2 sides. And Nomad's doing the brand challenge thing coming up soon too. I really need to start doing more makeup stuff on Instagram. By the way, Nomad is asking for people to nominate people to get their next PR. So if you can, and if you are on Instagram, please nominate yours truly to get the next PR from Nomad. I never shameless plug myself. I never do that, but I am asking this one time, go to their most recent post. I'll try to link it in the description box. Hopefully I'll remember all the links I have to put in. But Nomad just put the post up today. I actually shared it in my stories on Instagram. So if you go to my stories, there's 2,000 of them. Don't do that. I will find it and show you what it looks like, because it looks kind of Nomad Cosmetics. New. Okay, it's the Nomad Gazette. So on Instagram, you'll see this Nomad Gazette thing. Oh, wait, maybe it's not up yet. Okay, on February 11th. Don't do it yet. I'll have to do it on February 11th. So this is the new Nomad stuff. This or that Paris style. You do a look and it's the brand challenge. They do a brand challenge and they're like this or that Paris style. You can win the new palette. I already have it, but that's posting Wednesday, February 4th. They're doing a February brand challenge on February 9th. Join us for PR New. We will be inviting the community to nominate 5 people to join us for PR on our next launch. Nominators will receive a little gift too. Posting on February 11th. I will probably post it on my community tab, and I'll be like, please go nominate me. Because maybe if I get a bunch of people to nominate me, they'll just send me one. I have bought their last year, the beginning of the year, they did send me a couple of palettes in PR, but just like 1 or 2. Then they have the Starfish program on February 14th. Their next launch, the guessing game, starts on February 16th, launch on the 23rd. So yeah, that's what's going on over at Nomad. And yeah, do the little taggy thing. Although there's a part of me that's like, I don't necessarily want to get PR because, like, okay, here's what I'll do. if I get the PR palette, if you guys nominate me and I get it, here's what I'm going to do. And let me tell you why also. If you guys nominate me on February 11th at Nomad on Instagram and I get the PR thing, I will do the PR thing and I will film it. And, when the palette releases, I'll do the whole thing. When it releases, I'm going to go buy one. And then I'm going to do a giveaway to thank you guys for nominating me if I get it. So look at all this fallout. I'm looking at my finger going, geez, this looks like scary. So yeah, I think that would be a cool thing to do. The reason I want to do that, here's why. I can afford to buy the new palette. I do not want to take away the opportunity. I feel guilty, like I would feel guilty getting PR because I feel like I'd be taking away the opportunity from someone who might not be able to afford to buy the palette, but they're really good at makeup, but they can't afford to buy it, and they want to get it in PR. If they're just being greedy, no. So in the spirit of not being greedy or anything like that, if I do get the PR from Nomad in the nominate a creator thing, February 11th, I will also buy one when the new palette launches, and then I will review it and we will do the one that I bought as a giveaway. So that way, listen, then my conscience is clear. Then I don't feel like, oh, I got this in PR, maybe somebody else could have got it who can't afford it, blah, blah, blah. The only reason I would like to get it in PR is so I can film it and show it to you guys ahead of time. The one thing I don't like about not getting PR is I am not going to get PR and be like, you need to buy this, you need to buy this, you need to buy this. I want to give a 100% honest, I wish I would have gotten this in PR. No, they don't. No, they are glad they didn't send me that in PR. I would not have changed my opinion. I would have been like, look, the white's chalky AF. These shades are really difficult. I'm wiping my table off right now and I want you to see this. This is wiping off my table. This is the fallout that is all over my table. All of this, as I have been talking to you, I'm wiping, that's why the thing's moving. Wiping my table off. This is all fallout on my table from that Haunt Me palette from Blend Bunny. I'm so bummed out about that. And I am so sad about it, like I said. But God, if they sent me that in PR and I had that experience, as I said, I feel bad. Maybe I got a bad palette. I will always give a brand the benefit of the doubt, and I will let the brand owner know. I am actually going to reach out to Maggie and tell her I did a video, and I did 3 different times. I did 2 videos swatching this palette, and then I did a 3rd video using it, and I'm not happy. It is not good. It's the first time I've DNF'd a palette where I'm like, I can't finish this eye look with this palette. I have to go to something else. This is not working. And I'm shocked. Frankly, I'm shocked. I'm disappointed. I'm all the emotions because I love Blend Bunny. All their other palettes have been great. Their formula, I've always raved about. I've always liked their mattes. I've never had that kind of fall. I've had some fallout from their shades. Their mattes tend to be drier than some. Their mattes now remind me of how Nomad's were a while back when I was not that thrilled with some of Nomad's mattes a couple years ago. They were not the best. And I think I even mentioned that to the one of the owners of Nomad. I was like, the mattes are really dry, like really dry. Like I can't swatch it. And she even said that she thinks it was probably pressed too hard. And I said, that's what it feels like. And for somebody who's been doing this for 6 years, I'm not trying to be bitchy about anything or be difficult. I mean, I'm turning my heat down. I'm roasting in here. I know how to swatch. I've been doing makeup forever, and I've been filming makeup for 6 years. So I know how to swatch. I know how to do makeup. I went to school for it. If I have that much trouble with it, what does the average person have? Who doesn't, they'd be like, is this how it's supposed to be? I don't know. Or what happens is somebody gets it and they're not good at makeup and it's really dry and they think that they suck at makeup. And I'm like, you don't suck at makeup. It's a dry formula and it's not working very well. It does blend nicely. I mean, Blend Bunny, it's in the name. It always blends well, but All's Well that blends well. That palette's going to be used for lip and eyeliners, I think. Okay, I'm going to try to end at 2:02 today. It's really tricky to end right on time because there's like a little bit of a lag and a delay. Yesterday I tried to end at 3:33:33 again. That was a total fluke on the first live. We're going to try to do 2:02:22, but I don't know if I can do it. I can't do 2:22:22 today. The headache's kicking in again. I gotta go take something for my headache. My husband's gonna come home and be like, cool makeup. I'm like, yeah, I did a thing, even with my headache. I guess the one thing I want to say, thanks for hanging out through all this. I always say do hard stuff, and you'll never, usually you don't regret it. I had started with a terrible headache, and I still have a terrible headache, but I did a thing. I did this thing. And I did a review and hopefully entertain you guys and all that. So, I just went flying right past 2:02:02. Should we do 2:03:33? See, I yap too much. It has to be a fluke with hitting the numbers when I end my stream. But yeah, I just felt really terrible this morning with this headache. I'm hoping my headache goes away soon. I got to get up early tomorrow. I got to work tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. again. So that's not going to be fun. But I hope you guys were entertained a little bit, and more stuff was reviewed. And again, I do. Wait a minute. It's starting to feather. It's feathering. It's not as bad, but gravity's doing its thing. The lip oil, as I suspected, even with the lip liner, is starting to go down into these little lines. I just kind of did that to smooth it out, which you shouldn't have to do. I mean, come on. Oh yeah, it's just, oh my God. Yeah, can you see it? It's all starting to settle in my wrinkles and feather out. I gotta take it off before it looks hideous. Oh Lord. Yeah, so the lip liner worked for a minute. But for an all day thing, no, you could not do this. And it's feathering really bad at the corner. Look, a lip oil should not feather out of your lips this bad. It's doing it now. As soon as I'm putting it on, it's just going. It's like when you fling. Yeah, it is. It's for lips that have no lines in them, and people with no lines around their mouth whatsoever. If you have a microscopic fine line, if you are 29 years old and you have a tiny little microscopic couple of fine lines on your mouth, this shit is going to find them, and you're going to have little black lines. I'm telling you, I'm not going and getting lip filler just to use lip oils and shit like this. It's not cool. The liner held it in there for a minute, but it's like putting up a dam and it's really feathering on the corner. Oh, it's bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, look, now it's just all smudging down the side. Okay. And it's so bad. This is what happened the last time. It looked cute for a minute, and now the thing is gravity. It's all going to go this way. So you can line, the top looks great still. It's this all along here. It's just melting down. Unfortunate. I probably will not be using that again. I mean, I gave it a try with the lip liner, and ma'am, it's a no. I kind of wish I would have done the red now. I mean, I discovered a nice, look, it's sad because I like this shade. I like this weird grayish, mauvish, natural tone. But I don't like it when I have the black all settling in all my lines. It just looks, it looks very messy. It looks really messy. It doesn't on camera, I don't think, but uh, in person it looks really messy. Hold on. When I do this, you can see how fuzzy it all is. Getting older is a bitch, but it's not, you know, it's one thing to say, oh, you're getting older, whatever. But if you get a product and it's actually making you look older instead of younger, then that's kind of some bullshit. I'm trying this red. I'm sorry, I had to try this Merit Red because I'm just dying to try it. My lip line's going to be messy. I don't care. Ask me if I care. No, no. Okay, I kind of like the black outline on the top of the red. God, this lip oil. Ugh. Goo. What is going on this side of my face? So this is the Merit Red. And the shade is called Power. And I like it. Oh, did you guys notice? Hold on. The girls are up. Look, look, look. There's Darkness, and there's Cerberus, and there's Ghost. I put them up there. So there's the red. That's the Merit Beauty Power, and I like this one a lot. This is really in it's an interesting red. I would like to do it properly with a red lip liner and not over black. Why it's interesting is it's a really nice red, but it doesn't feel like I have any lipstick on, which I love that. I love that. It doesn't feel heavy. It's not heavy. It feels like I just put on a lip balm. It's weird. But the color is really nice. And I do actually kind of like this with the blush, and I chose this lip color to go with this blush and the highlighter and the whole set thing that I got going on. All right. It's getting chilly in here. I got to get these dogs in, and my hubby's probably going to be heading home from work in an hour or two, but got to go check on my birds. So thanks for spending the afternoon with me, and if you are watching this at a later date, thanks for watching. Let me know if you are a YouTuber and you've had any of the weird problems that I mentioned with the AI thing, or looking at your content and going, why does this look weird? It seems to happen with shorts. I'm curious if Sanitz has ever noticed it. I want to almost say Sanitz does a lot of shorts, and I've noticed that some of her shorts just look kind of strange. And I didn't know if it was her filming angle, or like if she did some kind of effect or something. And I almost wonder if YouTube didn't do something to Sanitz's shorts after she uploaded them without her even knowing. Because sometimes she looks like Sanitz, and sometimes she looks like a different person a little bit. And I know she changes her makeup and does different kinds of things, but you know what I'm talking about. You're like, there was one that she did, and I straight up went, did she get plastic surgery? Like, what's going on? Like, her face just looked different. It looked like it was all like snatched and tightened and weird. It was a little weird. So I almost wonder if that YouTube AI thing, if that happened to her. So I don't know. I'll have to see if she watches hers back, if she notices any difference. So, again, I'm just cleaning up my little table while I'm talking to you, so I don't have too much of a mess to clean up. Not sure when the next live is going to be. It may be Friday or Saturday. The bad thing about Fridays is a lot of other YouTubers that I know go live on Friday. So we're kind of all, I don't want to all be live on the same day. So I may do a Saturday live. I may do like a late afternoon. I think I'm going to do a little poll on my community tab asking you guys what's a good time. YouTube said 2 o'clock is the best time for you to do lives, but I'm like, everybody's at work, dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So I don't know why they would think that that's like the best time for me to do live, but that's what they said. But they also are using AI in people's videos without telling them. So I don't know if I trust them anymore. I'm going to do what I want. So have a good day, everybody. Thanks, Adrienne, for being here the whole time. And Danny and everybody else who's been hanging out. I only got a few people here, but that's okay. I didn't expect a lot of people middle of the day on a Monday. I will post, I will schedule my next live, so it will actually be scheduled, and you'll see the thing like you did yesterday and today, so that you'll know. And you see, it just wasn't sure it was supposed to be that way. You guys want to come say bye? They're all sleeping. Oh my God, Enid, you are so freaking cute. Oh my God, you're so cute. I can't. You're the, oh my God, you. Okay, I'm gonna mess my thing up, my camera up. Let me move my, I'm gonna move my mic. I might be a little quieter because I'm gonna move my mic. But you can't see Enid unless I move my mic. There she is.
Tiny little bat. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're so slick. Oh, the legs.
Oh my goodness, you are so cute.
Look at that little tummy. I got tummy.
Oh my God. You are the cutest thing ever.
Look at your little feet. Your tiny feet. You're so tiny. You're so tiny, little bug. Tiny bat. You're a tiny little bat.
Yes, you are. You're silly. Are you ready to go inside? Are you ready to go in the house? You are. You are. You're ready to go in.
Oh, she's got a lick off my lipstick.
Okay. Here, come here. Let's come up. And we can say bye to everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there she is. Oh.
She lives for licking off my makeup. And my lipstick. Does it taste good?
Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. Big yawn. Your baby. Your baby big yawn. Ah.
Okay. Say, are you done? Are you done? Okay. She's done. Say bye to everybody in the microphone. Bye, everybody in the microphone. We'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and blah, blah, blah.